Hi guys, it's Nandi. Welcome back to Vibrant Authentic Living. Today I'm going to share with you about the okra. Okay, for those who are not familiar, this is the okra. It's green pods, and each pod contains some tiny white seeds. These are the seeds. Let me show you. Tiny seeds. See how tiny they are? They're falling off. I love okras. So here we have the seeds contained within the pod, and the okra as is, it is slimy no, but if you were to cook it, it will be even more slimy, right? So it's one of those mucilaginous foods, and in Jamaica we use okra a lot in cooking. For example, when you're making steamed fish especially, and in steamed vegetables, the okra is used. I love okra. A lot of persons are turned off by the slime. Most persons don't like anything slimy, but it happens to be very good for you. And I don't mind the slime at all. I love it. I'll eat tons of okra. I'll eat it as is. Years ago I used to eat more raw okra, so I would just snap it. So when we go to the market, how we know that it's fresh? When you go to the market, you should be able to just snap the tip of the okra. That's how you know it's fresh, and it actually tastes very good just to pop it. It tastes very good. It's very fibrous, so it's filling. Just chewing, I feel the slime already. But I don't mind it at all. It's very nice. These okras are tender and nice. No, you don't want to get the what we call the tough okra. Usually those that are old, that have been there for a while, picked and there for a while, and they get hardened. Those take a longer time to cook properly. So just looking at this, you can see it has a lighter green color than the one that will be tough would tend to have a darker color, and you can see the skin doesn't look as tender as this. For me also, when I used to just buy okras and just eat them, I actually had a okra plant years ago. I used to plant okras, and I'll just go outside, pick all the okras that were ready that day and just eat them. But I always used to cut it a long way like this. Why? Because I would be searching for worms. Because you might find worms inside the pod, because they just want to share the goodness. Just like how you want to eat the okra, they want to eat the okra, right? So I usually don't cut it laterally as most persons do. I cut it long ways, and then I can see the worm. But generally with the okra, this is a very good okra. You're not likely to find worms often. Right? Once in a while you would find worms in it. Now the okra is very rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, and fiber. And it is quite low in calories. So when you eat the okra, it makes you feel full, because of the fiber and the I guess it holds the water in it. So you feel full, and you're not likely to snack, to go snacking away on other things. So you'll it's very helpful in weight loss because of that property that it has. No, it's very, very rich in vitamin C. For the vitamin C, this is needed for the proper absorption of iron, and it is needed to boost your immunity for your cells to function properly, particularly when you have if you have a tendency towards getting colds and the flu. You need to ensure that your vitamin C is up to par. For the vitamin K, that vitamin is useful in the clotting of blood, right? So if you get a cut, you want to know that your wound will quickly close up, right? Will clot and start forming a scab, so you don't keep bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. So vitamin K is very important. Now, the okra contains antioxidants, particularly polyphenols and flavonoids, which help towards maintaining a healthy heart and brain, and it will also lower the blood sugar. Now, this was found based on research that was done in diabetics. It was found that okra helped to reduce the blood sugar content, and so the diabetics could better manage their diabetes. I'm going to also share with you what some persons do. For example, those who want to regulate the blood sugar, what they'll do is they'll soak the okra overnight in water. Just cut it up, put it in water and soak it overnight, and then in the morning they'll just either drink that water or use it in use it to prepare whatever they have, and that will help them to regulate the blood glucose content. The okra is very rich in folate, and this is useful especially for pregnant women, because folic acid will help ensure that the fetus is properly formed and prevent certain defects, birth defects in the fetus. Because of its fibrous nature and its mucilaginous nature, the okra is very useful in maintaining the efficiency in the digestive tract, keep your bowels flowing, right? So it's a wonderful fruit to have. It's usually included with the vegetables, but okra is actually a fruit. As usual, I share these natural fruits and remedies and recipes and juices with you, because I want to get more persons on board in eating healthy, making great choices towards our health and well-being. Vibrant, authentic living is all about the whole package, not just food, but exercise, meditation, affirmation, positive thinking, and it's a lifestyle, not a fad. It's not something you run to in desperation after you've, you know, feasted on junk and been sedentary and not maintaining your health, and then in desperation you seek some remedy to save you from, you know, what maybe a medical doctor has told you have X amount of time left, or you have surgery, or you have whatever. I don't want you to be in that position where, you know, your back is against the wall and then the natural way is your last resort. I want it to be your first resort, because these foods are what was made for us to have. If you want to support the channel, you can follow the link in the description below. Go on over to Patreon and become a supporter. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, share the videos, like the videos, tell others about the videos, and encourage them to make healthy choices. Until then, this is Nandi signing out. Have another look at the okra.